you know about the time Taco Bell tried to establish themselves in Mexico? Yeah, that's right. A lot of people don't know that happened, but it did happen. So let's go on about it. Taco Bell, the well known chain that is very likable for most Americans, was founded in 1962. They are inspired on Mexican food and they are owned by a big company that is worth $37 billion. The company is called Jump Brands and it operates in over 7,700 locations. Obviously, most of them are in the US, but you can find some in the UK, Spain, and other countries. John Brands also owns other successful major fast food chains like KFC and Pizza Hut. But right now, Taco Bell is worth about $33 million. Taco Bell tried to establish themselves in Mexico. It was actually bought two times, but which both ended in failure. Their first attempt was in 1992, where they tried to introduce themselves in Mexico with only a modest cart located in Mexico City. But it was inside the outlet of an KFC, which at the time used to be owned by PepsiCo. Their menu featured a limited selection of soft shell tacos and burritos, and they also offered some American versions like the well known hard shell tacos.
Taco Bell first entered the Mexican market in 1992, but it failed to resonate with local consumers. The brand faced significant challenges because its interpretation of Mexican cuisine didn't align with the tastes and expectations of Mexican customers. Mexican found Taco Bell offerings to be inauthentic and heavily Americanized. Dishes like crunch taco, for instance, were unfamiliar to Mexican palate, which favored soft tortillas and more traditional recipes. Additionally, Taco Bell's attempt to rebrand its products with Spanish-inspired names such as calling its taco a tacostada was perceived as confusing and even offensive by some customers. In an effort to adapt to the market, Taco Bell altered its menu to cater to Mexican preference. They adjust recipes to reduce the sweetness and spice levels typical of Americanized Mexican food, hoping to appeal to local tastes. The chain also included more localized options and emphasized affordability to compete with traditional taquerias. However, these adaptations were insufficient to overcome the cultural disconnect and the strong competition from authentic street food vendors. Taco Bell failed to establish itself as a credible alternative to traditional Mexican cuisine. By 1994, Taco Bell decided to withdraw from the Mexican market entirely, marking the end of its attempt at expansion. Its inability to adapt effectively to local tastes and its perceived inauthenticity led to a quick and definitive exit. This failure highlights the challenges of introducing a foreign concept of a local cuisine into its country of origin.
Taco Bell returned to Mexico in 2007 after initial failure in 1992, adopting a revised strategy that learned from its past mistakes. In its first attempt, the brand positioned itself as a Mexican restaurant, which led to rejection because locals saw its food as an Americanized version of their cuisine. For its return, Taco Bell embraced its identity as Mexican-inspired fast food, rather than trying to compete with traditional taquerias. The company targeted younger audiences and positioned its menu as novelty, even humorously referring to its offering as gringo tacos. Marketing campaigns emphasized the brand's playful American roots while disgusting it from authentic Mexican cuisine. Despite these efforts, Taco Bell's second attempt was also short-lived, as it exceeded as it excited the market again in 2010.
Since then, Taco Bell has decided to stay out of the Mexican market. Nowadays, the idea of a Taco Bell in Mexico has become more of a joke. There is even a Facebook page for a non existent Taco Bell in Ciudad de Mexico, with a 1-star rating and 1,000 of comments insulting Taco Bell. Since, in the opinion of many, Taco Bell is anything but Mexican food. In the end, it seems that it was impossible to convince Mexicans to abandon taquerias for a chain of a gringo restaurant. After all, every time Taco Bell tried to enter Mexico, the responses was only indignant responses from Mexican defending their food.